Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to La Cucina. I'm your host, Pasquale. So today we're gonna make something nice. We're gonna make broccoli rabe and pasta. So I'll show you my broccoli rabe already. It's already cooked. See that? So what I did is I steamed it with a little bit of garlic and a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of water so to steam it. As soon as they got steamed a little bit, I shut it off, and now we're gonna make the pasta. But today, I'm making a different pasta. I'm gonna make homemade pasta. So let me show you what I do. I'm gonna place you here so you can see exactly what I need for like 2 people. We have 2 cups of flour. This is all-purpose flour. You can find double zero flour, but you know I can find this, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna put in a little pinch of salt. I like to salt my pasta. See the pinch of salt? Nice, not much. I'm gonna pour, it's 2 eggs and 6 egg yolks in here, and I'm pouring it in because we're gonna make le tagliatelle all'uovo. It's a little bit of olive oil, see this, nice. And then I'm putting my little handy dandy for the KitchenAid, and let's go. Now we're gonna let it work. So, and it's turning nicely. So now you guys are gonna see that the pasta, the dough is gonna form nice. It's gonna be a nice consistency. Once we take it out of here, once this is done, what I'm gonna do is, not everybody has a wooden board like I do, you know, the one I made. So this is an option for you guys to see, to do. Everybody has a countertop, right? So this, just a cutting board, put it against the wall so it doesn't move. And we have a little mozzarella, the way my grandmother used to hit us when we were bad. And what we do is we put the dough here after the rest is for a good 30 minutes. Once it's done, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna knead it by hand a little bit on a countertop, because guys, not everybody's got, you know, the wooden board and stuff like that. So you gotta do whatever you can. So let's see what this does. See, you can see the dough now is turning nice and slow. Okay, so the dough from the machine came out. Now, make sure you clean your countertop, of course, right? And then what you do is you put some flour underneath. Be very generous with that because you have to knead the dough. And I'll show you exactly what I do. So you go in the middle, you press it, and then you fold it. This is how you do it. Just like when you make focaccia, exactly the same way. And you fold it nicely. You're gonna see that this dough is gonna become nice and smooth after a little while. You have to do it because if not, you're gonna have a rough pasta. Now in Italian we call it tagliatelle all'uovo. Why? Because we make it with the eggs. We don't use water. And you're gonna see this working beautifully. After a little while, you see the tagliatelle, the pasta, the dough, the pasta dough, that is going to become nice and smooth. What I do too, I put it in, I fold it inside. See, I fold it in like that, and then I work on it again. Move a little bit of the flour and work it, work it. So you're going to see how beautiful this is going to be. Now it needs to become nice and smooth. After that, we're gonna wrap it in a plastic wrap, and we're gonna let it sit outside the fridge for about half an hour to rest. After we come back, we will work the pasta dough. We're going to roll it with the rolling pin, and then I'll show you how to make tagliatelle. You can make pappardelle, you can make bow ties, you can make whatever you want. But I'm gonna make tagliatelle today with broccoli rabe and hot pepper. And let's show you what I'm going to use. I'm going to utilize the water from the broccoli rabe that I steamed in to cook the pasta as well. So of course I'm going to add a little more water in it. See how beautiful it's becoming? So when you push it, it comes back up. It's almost ready. But I like to do mine a little bit more finer than that. So now, guys, you don't need to have a wooden board. And if you don't have a KitchenAid or a food processor, you can use it by hand. You put it in a bowl and you mix everything in a bowl until this gets doughy, and then you put it on the countertop as long as it's nice and clean. Look, I fold it inside like this, and then I create a nice bowl. Quando è bello, allora, qui è bellissimo. Ok, now wrap it up. And you know what? We're gonna put it right on the wooden board because it's warmer. So in the meantime, I'm gonna clean up over here and then I'll come back in 30 minutes and I'll show you how to make tagliatelle all'uovo. Ci vediamo. Ciao. Okay, 30 minutes passed. The dough is resting. I put the broccoli rabe, I chopped them up and I put them in a dish, and I'm gonna put it over here to rest for now. So we have the water. I just put water in here to boil. I'm gonna put a pinch of salt in there because I like to have my water, a little saporita, they say in Italian, which is, with salt. Tasty. So a pinch of salt, a little more than a pinch. Throw it in the water. And we're gonna start kneading our dough. La pasta, this is tagliatelle. We're gonna make tagliatelle. Tagliatelle con l'uovo, with eggs, with broccoli rabe, and hot pepper, and garlic. Good stuff. Now the broccoli rabe, they already have garlic in it. So we're gonna cut the dough, the pasta dough. Look how beautiful this is. Wow, beautiful, bellissima proprio, bella, belluzza. Aspetta. Okay. So I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna put it right here. So now what we do, we're gonna start kneading this right there. Because this is good on a countertop. It has to be clean, remember that. So now, what we're doing is this, right? Beautiful. Stretch it. Make sure it's got dough in it. It's got the flour underneath. Con mozzarella, you gotta do it as thin as you can. Now, if you don't have a machine, I do have a machine to make your pasta, but I wanna show you how do you do it. One is this way. We have to make it nice, very, very thin, that you can see your finger through. Because listen, it's a little effort, it's a little patient, but it's such a great feeling once you make this, that you make your own dough, you make your own pasta, fresh pasta, which is the best. So now what we do is this. Let's fold it once, let's fold it twice. And we go again. Mix it nice. Look how beautiful. It's gonna be so nice. We try to make a rectangle. Look at that. Sometimes if it does this because it's sticking underneath, put a little flour. That's it. And work. Put a little flour on top. And then you work it again. And look how beautiful this is. Now this is for like 2 people, like tagliatelle. It's not for like too many people. If you want to make for 4 or 5 people, 6 people, then what you do is you can double up the dose. So remember, 2 cups of flour, a pinch of salt, a pinch of olive oil, a little bit of olive oil, 2 eggs, and then 6 eggs yolk. See, now I'm doing it again, one more time. And press it again. See, if you pass it through the machine, you will be doing the same thing. But because we don't have a machine, we're doing this by hand because I'm assuming not too many people have the pasta machine. You know, I do have it, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it the harder way, which is con mozzarella. When it starts to stick again, just put some flour on it, and see, and it works fine. And work on this. We're gonna make it very thin. It's gonna be like a see-through that you can really see your fingers. So now look, it starts to come in. Let's see, you can see a little bit of my fingers on it. Put a little more of this on it. Always put a little bit more. Be generous, you don't want it to stick all over the place. Can you guys see that? I think you can. Look at that little hole over there on the pasta. No good. Okay. Yep, now I can see the color of my hand right underneath. So, what we do with this now, we have to do one fold. You make sure that it doesn't stick to each other. So what you do is you can put a little bit of a flour, you know, right over, like that. So just a little flour. So you fold it over this way, fold it over this way. A little more flour right there. And then we do this, and we put it right here. Now, put it here to cut it. So, tagliatelle are like this. You can make it a little thicker if you want it. You can make it if you want a little smaller. This is tagliatelle by hand. If you make it thicker than that, it's pappardelle. This is homemade tagliatelle that you will love. And you know, once you do this, you can also freeze the dough if you want. So look, hey, tagliatelle, look at this. And we do this. Beautiful. Now, fresh pasta, remember guys, fresh pasta cooks very fast. 2-3 minutes is done. So, oops, I didn't cut it right here. Okay. When you do this, separate it. I messed up there, okay. So when you separate this, see, beautiful tagliatelle. What you do is sprinkle a little bit of flour on it, and then, so they don't get all stuck to each other. And look, this is homemade tagliatelle. I'm gonna put this in here, because this is already cooked. It's steamed, but it's not steamed, you know, too much. And the garlic is already in it. So we do not need to put garlic, but if you guys want to put more garlic, sure, you can. What I'll do is just a couple of flakes of hot pepper, because me, I like that. broccoli rabe with homemade tagliatelle. Now, I'm not cooking it yet, right? Because I want to make sure that we put the pasta in first. Watch, eh? Beautiful. Che bello. Let's see if the water starts to boil. Looks like it is. Coming to a boil. And we're going to play around and put the tagliatelle in there. Okay, so pasta is going. So we get our beautiful tagliatelle and we drop them in here. Stir a little so they don't stick to each other. La pasta tagliatelle, pasta fresca. Let's try the pasta here. It's cooking. Beautiful. You cannot get better than this. You know, pasta, le tagliatelle fresche. You know, I want to try a piece, but let's see. Let's try. Let's try if it's good. Oh, delicioso. So let's see. Oh, okay. So now, you see the broccoli are up. They started to simmer. And the tagliatelle pasta, it's almost done, al dente. So what we do is, I want to burn myself. Ragazzi, guardate. Oh. Okay. There we go. Pasta. Homemade fresh pasta, tagliatelle, con broccoli rape. And we are going to mix everything together. Look how beautiful this is. Where do you find something like this? With a little patience. It takes you maybe altogether about an hour to make the pasta, because you have to wait for 30 minutes, right? But then, look at this. La pasta with broccoli rape, you can make anything. You know, broccoli. I made broccoli rape today because I love broccoli rape and I wanted to make something different. But really, guys, this is something that molto buono. So now, if you see it gets a little bit, just a little bit dry, right? If you think it's a little dry, get some pasta from the water. I'm sorry, some water from the pasta, and just put it on it. And watch. Now this finishes the cooking process of the pasta inside the broccoli rabe. So it takes the flavor, it does everything. It takes the beautiful flavor of the pasta and the broccoli rabe together with the garlic. And mamma mia, look at this. Hey, this is for 2 people. I only used that for what I made. So I probably could have 4 people over if I had if I made the whole thing. But which I have to finish making it anyway, because if not I have to waste it. I can freeze it. You make just half the dough that I made, and the other half you freeze it. So look how beautiful this is. And I think that we are done. So beautiful, beautiful broccoli rabe and homemade pasta. Sprinkle a little cheese on it. Why not? I'm gonna put more later. Che bello, eh? Oh mama. Okay, so let's turn this off. Let's put a little bit of tagliatelle. Oops. Hey, yo. I'm making a mess over here. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Aspetta. Gotta put some broccoli rabe. Wrong spoon. Hold on a second. Now this is a beauty. Put the garlic right over. A little juice. A little formaggio. Mamma mia, vedi qua, hey. What is this? What do you think this is? The best pasta you will ever have. You can make that with sauce. You can make that with the broccoli rabe like I made. You can make it exactly the way you want it. You can create any dish you want once you have fresh pasta. Now, I have to try it because, you know, it's part of life. If you don't try what you cook, then it means you don't trust yourself. So, let's see le tagliatelle, homemade tagliatelle with broccoli rabe. Oh, mamma mia. Guys, you have no idea what you're missing over here. This is delicious. Ooh la la. Pasqua, I made it. I accomplished myself. This is perfect dish for me. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, hey, I have no words. Unbelievable. With that, now you know what you need? A bicchiere di vino, a little glass of wine. But because I started diet with my wife, that's the only thing I will have. Those 2 bites, that's it. The rest, I'm bringing it to my neighbor. I have neighbors, Annette and Randy. They love my food. So, you know what? Hey, I lost 8 pounds, so I gotta be careful. So, you know, I don't want to destroy the diets, but I tell you, I have to cook for you guys because I love what I do. And I hope you enjoy all my videos. And guys, please like and subscribe. And, you know, I love the support. It's very important to me. So I love everybody. And I'll see you next time. Ciao a tutti.